Murray Cullen was born on September 14, 1931. He grew up and lived in New Jersey most of his life. He joined the U.S. Army during the Korean War. After his service, he started a family. In 1992, he fulfilled an unfinished dream of his father and bought a retirement home in Sarasota, Florida. Murray restored antique vehicles for a hobby.
Well, hey, we have his grandpa in action. Look at here. Oh, hey.
Murray cherished quality time with his family. In early 2002, Murray met Maria, a woman almost half his age. 10 months later, on December 4, 2002, Murray traveled with Maria to her home country of Bolivia to have a wedding ceremony. On January 1, 2003, Murray and Maria returned back to Sarasota, Florida. On January 13, 2003, Maria called 911 pretending to discover Murray deceased in a peaceful nap. Maria tells the 911 operator that he is not breathing and totally gone.
Okay, is he completely awake now or no?
No, he's totally gone.
Death scene facts. Maria pretended to perform CPR while on the phone with the 911 operator. Paramedics who arrived on the scene found Murray wedged face down between the wall and the bed. An exotic lethal substance was found at the death scene and inventoried by authorities. An empty bottle of an exotic poison called Corazol was found at the death scene and inventoried by authorities. Corazol is used on rats in European laboratories to induce respiratory failure in studies of epilepsy. Corazol is banned by the FDA in the United States for human consumption. Murray died an unattended death and no autopsy was performed, which is against Florida law. Employment records show Maria was a police officer in Bolivia and a special narcotics agent. Shortly after Murray's death, Maria was hired by Sarasota County as a juvenile probation officer. Phone records show while Murray's body laid on the floor waiting to be transported to the morgue, Maria was on the phone checking his bank account balances. Murray's son discovered many inaccuracies with Maria's version of events. After many red flags popped up, Murray's son did a public records request for a copy of the 911 recording. He was shocked and horrified when he heard his father cry out for an ambulance when he was reported to be dead. Seconds later, he heard Maria yelling at his father to give up. Murray's son turns to the media for help obtaining justice. On June 12, 2005, the first news article was published.
Well, this was a strange case, a little unlike any other case that I've worked on.
The case then caught the attention of one of the top audio experts in the nation. We came to New York to talk with Paul Ginsberg. He's handled more than 1,700 high-profile cases, called in to listen to recordings for clients we've all heard of.
The CIA, FBI, Secret Service, DEA, IRS. Pick 3 letters.
He says at first the Sarasota Sheriff's Office sent him a poor-quality cassette, and he only heard the voices when he demanded a digital copy. The first time around, you got a bad tape. Is it possible the FBI got a bad tape?
I believe it's probable. Yes.
Specifically, do you hear a male voice in the background?
I hear a male voice asking for an ambulance. I hear the female saying, give up, give up.
The 911 system the day of Murray's death had a 5-hard drive digital system with a backup auxiliary recorder archiving to a DVD. On December 7, 2005, an examination of the hard drive showed all of the 911 calls the day Murray Cohen died were deliberately deleted. On July 16, 2007, the Orlando newspaper made a records request for access to the hard drive. On July 20, 2007, the hard drive was destroyed while the public records request from the Orlando Sentinel was pending. Nobody was held accountable. After 30 years of service, James Casey retired as the head of the Jacksonville FBI headquarters. Mr. Casey was in charge of 250 agents and all FBI investigations in North Florida. One of his first cases as a private investigator was the Murray Cohen case. After a 7-month investigation into the death of Murray Cohen, Mr. Casey concluded in a 48-page report that he found probable cause that Murray Cohen was murdered. On January 23, 2013, a package was sent to the Sarasota State Attorney containing Mr. Casey's report and 6 volumes of evidence. A letter was enclosed requesting that justice finally be served. On July 10, 2013, the Sarasota State Attorney's Office finally responded to the call for justice to be served. Sorry, Mr. Esdale, but your father died of natural causes.